Hello, everybody, and welcome to page six.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, how's it going, Chrissy?
I'm good. Welcome back, Mr. Chicks. More
Yeah.
like welcome back. Yes.
Okay, and yeah, straight to the point here on page six. We discuss issues that will help everyone inform whatever situation they find themselves in. And today we are with someone very, very important.
Very important.
Yeah, in the
Guys.
community, right?
See, don't say we don't do anything for you here at page six. We bring you not only just like valuable stories, we also bring you valuable connections and people that would offer relevant advices for especially Nigerians living in Canada at this time. So yeah, I'm very excited about our guest today, Mr. Chicks.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. TJ, and Mr. TJ is the founder of Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival. And today we're discussing movies, its connection to building the society, the involvement of youths, the involvement of Black creatives here in Canada. Mr. TJ, good to have you here today.
Thanks for having me here.
Welcome.
Yes.
Alright.
So, Director C, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'm like, even before we delve into it, because you guys know me, I was like a chilled environment first. I'm like, how's everyone doing? How was your day today, Mr. TJ? Like, yeah, I know you're a very busy man. So first of all, we're very lucky to have you here. But what did you do, like, even before coming on? How's your week been?
It's been okay. It's always work for me.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I'm always working. I was working before I came here. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back to
To
work.
work.
When I leave here. But for the record, I just want to say my name is Isiro Tukumba Jaboro. People call me TJ.
Yeah.
So you can call me TJ.
Absolutely, yes. His full name is Mr. Asirio Tokombo Jabaro. Yes. We know him as Mr. TJ here in the Canadian entertainment space, especially for film. Like Mr. Trix had already said, he's the owner of TINFF, and even beyond TINFF, he's gone beyond and done so many other great events. For example, I know we'll get into all that. So fine, let me not get ahead of myself.
I think a very good way to start would be to ask. We can call you Mr. TJ, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell us about your story, about your journey as a filmmaker, and how what inspired you to create that platform, the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival?
Okay, thank you so much. I think it's best for me to just give a little bit of summary about who I am, what I do. I'm a filmmaker. I'm the president and CEO of True Safe Production and Motion Picture. Also the True Safe Distribution, which is being rebranded to the Cinematic Box Canada. It's a distribution company. I'm also the founder of multiple not-for-profit organizations, which include the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival, which is a Canadian screen qualifying film festival, which the pretty much one of the only, if not the only, African film festival in Canada that is a CSA qualified, but I'm sure not that it's the only Nollywood Nigerian film festival in Canada that has that highest accreditation.
Yes.
It's also a telefilm qualifying film festival. We recently expanded into Brampton as the Brampton International Nollywood Film Festival, which is BINF. We had the initial edition last year. We're gonna be having the second edition this year in September. Then I'm also the founder of the Black Actors in Film Guild Canada, which is a not-for-profit organization established to empower Black community, including the youths, and give them opportunity to express their creative and their talents here in Canada and beyond. As part of the Black Actors and Film Guild Canada, we also have the International Black and Diversity Film Festival, IBDFF, which will be having the 5th edition this year in May. We normally have it in Toronto, but we're looking to move it into Ajax. We are talking with the Ajax, town of Ajax, and how we can make that festival a home in Ajax. Then we have the as part of the Black Actors of Film Guild Canada too. We have every Black History Month, February, we have our annual convention, and then the Canadian Black Screen Award. We had the Canadian Black Screen Award last year. The inaugural edition was amazing. We have Michelle Morgan, Emmy Award winning actress, so the Young and Restless, played a role there. We had Emmanuel Kabongo, 3 times Canadian Screen Award winner, was there. This year we had it this year in February 15th. We have Fabian Colas, the founder of the Toronto Black Film Festival, Montreal Black Film Festival, and the Being Black in Canada, a Netflix-sponsored project. She was there. We had Olunike, one of Canada's top, Hollywood actress. She was there, and a whole lot of Black creatives and talents, which is one reason that gives me the biggest joy, because I felt having that kind of helped me reach the grassroots Black talents that the reason why we started the IBDFF in the first place, but that went beyond what we wanted. But having the CBSA, the Canadian Black Screen Award, helps us to reach the Black creative Black talent. And it's not just actors, it's not just filmmakers, it's dancers, poets, all different artists, all parts of the performing arts and all that stuff. So we bring them together every February to recognize their achievement, and that's a way to motivate them to keep doing what they're doing. And the good thing about, I always say the good thing about the CBS award is that it don't matter, you can win every year if you come up with something good every year. So if that's going to motivate you to keep pushing yourself, keep doing something good, we see you, recognize you, we'll get you in.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so before we talk further about your experience in the filmmaking industry, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your upbringing. Yes, I mean, we all see you as this executive, who is always composed. But before that executive, you were a kid. So let's talk.
And I was sorry, before I even because I also did a little research into you, and I saw that you actually studied mathematics.
Oh,
so I was like, how did you transition?
University of Ibadan.
Okay, yeah. So tell us what was growing up for you like?
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in Lagos. I was born in Lagos. Grew up in Lagos. Schooled in Delta, Government College Ughelli, the boarding school. I wasn't sure what I wanted. Always wanted to go into the entertainment industry, but I wanted it to do it in the right way. You understand? Yes, I got into admission to the University of Ibadan, studying mathematics. I didn't finish there because eventually I traveled. I really wasn't interested in it. But you see, when you find yourself doing something, you fall in love with it. So I love mathematics. I love mathematics, and it's different. It's different from arts, you understand, But yeah, I find myself here in Canada, went to the Toronto Film School. Actually, I applied for engineering with some institution here in Canada. At the same time, the Toronto Film School. And then I got admitted into Toronto Film School. Even though I got offer from others, I was like, okay, if I do engineering, I'm just going to be doing it for my dad, for my parents, and then I'm still going to go back and do what I want to do, which is filmmaking, So I told my dad, you know what, if you want me to go do engineering or do whatever, I will do it just for you, but I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm going to go back to film, do what I want to do. So Toronto Film School is what I want. Yeah, I want to go.
So how did you take that decision?
I was surprised. He gave me his blessings. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so he gave me his blessings, and that's me here today.
So how does it feel about the person you become and with everything you're doing?
Yeah, well, the thing with that is that I don't even know if, because I keep working, I've not sat back and reflect what I've been doing. Just like yesterday, I was going through some of the past things, the festival, TINFF, for example, on YouTube, and I was looking at each edition because we are updating the website. I was looking at each edition of the trailer from 2017. 2018, 2019, and I see the growth and I see the changes. And especially 2019, when I had an interview with a Chinese network, and I was talking about how we are growing each year, and talking about how I believe, and we as an organization believe, in giving opportunity to women, and which is the reason why we created additional categories specifically to women. You understand me? To encourage them to keep doing what they're doing. And then what happened? We had COVID, and when COVID hit, and a lot of film festival was closing down. Ours was supposed to be in September, then we moved it to October. Then we were looking, okay, what do we do? But the good thing about that was that because ours was so far away, we could see what was going on, what other festivals were doing. And it came to a point, and it was like, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to cancel? I said, no, we're not going to cancel. I said, you know what? I'm a filmmaker. What we're going to do, we're going to produce this program. We're going to produce it. We're going to do it like a feature film. Everything's going to be pre-recorded. You understand me? And we're going to play it. And if it's not good, I'm not releasing it. It has to be good. We have to keep working it until we get it. You understand me? And we did it, and we got the most view globally. We had people watching from everywhere, and we get the most review on Film Freeway for that year. The most.
Like, I'm just hearing you talk, and I feel like I can relate to a few things you're saying, because I myself, I'm an upcoming filmmaker, newbie, but just even hearing how you push, like especially with TINFF, I've heard how you've like scaled TINFF into like so many different organizations now.
Yes.
Like not just TINFF, but like even yourself, like your vision, you just multiply. How do you face because like there, like especially being Nigerian in this country, how do you deal with like certain like setback or pushbacks that you may face, like especially with multiplying such a huge events such as TINFF and then scaling it into what it is now?
Yeah, you need to understand that for me, I'm moved by the moments. You understand me? What's happening around me? The lack of opportunity, the lack of infrastructure, the lack of structure, the lack of opportunity for Black and Black Africans. Because you see, I always say it, and I'm going to say here, I tell Telefilm, I tell Canada Media Fund, and the others that, yes, when they say they're supporting Black in Canada, or minority or marginalized people in Canada, you need to understand that there are Blacks, we're still divided into different groups. So we have the Black Canadians, who are the ones who came here during this slave trade and all that stuff. Then we have the Black Caribbeans. They've been here mostly before the Black Africans.
True.
So the Black Caribbeans have been able to establish themselves because of their history being in Canada. So most of these Black structures are being run by them. You understand me? But it's not even enough. It's not even enough. But then you come down, you have the Black Africans. We don't have the structure. And I try to point it out several times. How can you have the third largest movie industry in the world, Nollywood, Nigeria, and Nigerians are here making movies out of their own pocket, and the government is not capitalizing in that? You understand? Do you know how much will be coming into the country? The United Kingdom is benefiting from Nollywood because they go there and they shoot. There's the actors, they go there and they shoot their films there. That is economic development for the contribution towards the UK government. If the Canadian government can open their eyes and try to wipe it clear so that they can see the opportunity that they will get from the third largest movie industry. The beauty about Canada is that we have Hollywood coming through TIFF. We have Bollywood. You understand me? A lot of Indians are here, so that attracts Bollywood here. Then you have Nigerians here. We have the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival that attracts the Nollywood. So we can have all three here in Canada. That is economic prosperity for our country. So when we try to pretend like we not hear it, I still don't understand it. Especially, we are struggling to get grant, and when we get grant, it's peanuts compared to what is given to others. You get some organization getting hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions in grants, and while you get some getting 5,000 or less.
What is
in
responsible
grant,
for that disparity?
it is the priorities. What is their priorities? It is the history. You understand me? People are not willing. The system is not willing to embrace change. They say we want change. They say we want inclusivity. But in order to accomplish that, in order to be true to what you say, you have to show it.
True.
You have to act. And you have to understand that in order to grow a community, there have to be new organizations. You understand, coming up. You have to look at the ones that are showing, especially when they have been there for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, show that this is what we are doing. But with the little support, we can even expand and go. Then you try to channel. So if you're given an organization 100,000, 200,000, if number of organizations 100,000, 200,000, there's nothing wrong if you cut 2,000 or 5,000 out of each of them and spread it with the other ones and try to the new other ones coming up so you can encourage them.
Yes.
You understand? And if possible, increase your budget. You understand me? How much? And you see, the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival attracts not only the Nollywood, Africa market and industry. And beyond that, we are an international a diverse film festival. You were there at the festival last year.
Yes. Okay, so I was going to ask you a question. I mean, that name Nollywood, was that intentional? Why did you decide to put Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival? And also, I mean, there's a TIFF. So was that intentional? I mean, in terms of even when they organized TIFF, it's almost at the same time. So tell me, what were you trying to achieve by setting up that platform that way?
Okay, people need to understand that the TINFF is a diverse film festival. That's the idea behind it from the get-go. So the Toronto represent Canada. The international represent the international film industry. Nollywood represent not just Nollywood, Nigeria, but Africa. But we cannot add the Africa, so something has to represent something.
I like that.
So the Nollywood represent the Africa and Black. You understand me? Film festival represent film festival.
Yeah, true.
So that's what it's about. And that's why, you see, when people hear TINFF, the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival, the automatic thing that goes into your is the Nollywood. It's a Nigerian thing because the Nollywood is the one that they hear. They forget about the Toronto and the international that is part of it. You understand me? But when you attend the festival, you'll be shocked with the amount of diversity that we celebrate, that we represent at TINFF.
I mean, I was there at the last edition.
Same, I've also attended.
Yep. I mean, I saw the screening. Chinese, not just Nigerians, everybody. God bless you for what you do. Okay, so Mr. TJ, let's try and divert this discussion to a different terrain. Let's talk about collaboration between Nigeria and Canada, and let's talk about how we can use platforms like the embassy, platforms like Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival to bridge that gap. To start with, what efforts have you made? I mean, your platform is, with all due respect, is one of the most important setup we have here in Canada that can help us, bridge that gap. Yeah. So can you try to have you tried any collaboration attempts, to bridge that gap between Nigeria and Canada?
Well, you see, the thing with Nigeria and Canada, I prefer Canada and Africa. You understand me? But since we're talking about Nigeria now, you understand me, is that we're Nigerians.
Yes, we are.
We have this mentality of already made. We don't like to start from the scratch. We don't like to get something to grow. We don't like to be part of something that grows. We want something that is already made because we want it for photo op, shine, go back and say, oh, I was at TIFF, I was at Cannes, I was at Cannes, I was at Sundance. You understand me? It looks good. But they fail to understand that at some point you are I want to use a visitor or a guest. You understand? But I think it's beyond that. It's way low beyond that. But you're not a guest. You just buy ticket and you feel I mean, they have to generate revenue. I run a film festival. You understand me?
Yeah.
All these organizations, they have to generate revenue one way or the other because they have to run it. You understand me? So the more people you get, the more organizations you get, the better that pay for it. You understand me? So that's what it is.
Okay.
Now I asked people. I said, go and ask those Nollywood people, industry people that come to TIFF. Let's take TIFF for example, because that's where we are. We are talking about Canada and Nigeria. How many of them have really gone back to say, this is the distribution deal I got with Netflix or Amazon or Apple from TIFF?
From attending that
market, that festival.
Okay.
I think TIFF is not a market, it's a festival. It's gonna start a market next year.
Okay.
But how many? Or I went there and I saw Denzel Washington. I was up at the balcony and I saw Denzel Washington and I took a selfie and I showed that I was there seeing Denzel Washington all the way there. By the way, I saw Spike Lee a few years ago when he came because I got a VIP pass from the Toronto Black Film Festival because we are partners. And Spike Lee was right there and I took my selfie right close to Spike Lee. As a matter of fact, he was looking at me. You understand me? I wasn't far away up on the balcony. But the point here, and whenever I'm at this place, I always think about what can I do to bring this kind of opportunity to my people, to our community. And when I say my people, I believe in diversity because there are independent filmmakers out there who need that step up to get there. They're not going to get that from TIFF. Not because TIFF don't want to do it, but because there's only so much films that TIFF can take every year. You understand me?
Okay.
So when they get the quota, they have to deny every other ones that come, not because they want to do it. You understand me? Now it is up to organizations like us, festivals like us, to step in and give these odd filmmakers who are being rejected the opportunity because they have good work to advance their career. Now, if you look at the Canadian Screen Award list, if you go to TINFF, go to the website, you see, click it, you will take you to the CSA website, you see the qualifying festivals. We are there.
Oh,
guess who is on top of us? The Toronto International Film Festival. Who is next? The Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival. If you go to a telefilm list, Toronto International Film Festival, the next Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival, we have the same accreditation. They are bigger. I always use this analogy that TIFF is like a big market that you go to. And when you go, you know what happens when you go to a big market? You get lost. There's so many things there, so many things happening. You understand me? But we are like the grocery store, the Walmart.
Yeah.
When you get aisle 5, aisle 1, aisle 2, it's intimate. You can meet with each other. That's what we are. You understand me?
Yeah.
You know, so in terms of accreditation, we have the same kind of accreditation that you as an independent filmmaker who has done a good film submit and it gets selected and you want to apply for grant for telefilm, they're going to ask you, have you had a film, have any of your work been selected by telefilm qualifying film festival, or the CSA, so have your work been selected by CSA qualifying film festival? TIFF is one of them for sure. Automatically you get it.
But then,
TINFF is one of them.
One of them too.
So that too, we get you. I have written
Wow.
multiple letters for people who want to submit into CSA, for people who want to submit into ACTRA and DGC. I have written those letters because your film got selected into our festival and screened. You understand me? So, coming back to what you were saying, Nollywood. You see, how long will you be going to a place pretending, spending money? You understand me? Every year, all because you want that photo op,
right?
Or you want to go to a place that is your own. That even those people that you come to meet at that place will come meet you because they know they are coming to your home. You understand me? The Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival is their home for Nollywood, for Africa, You come here, we treat you with regards, with respect, and all that stuff. Give you the stuff. Look at, for example, when AY came, you were there. You saw how when we introduced this is AY. When AY walked in there, apart from you being a Nigerian or Africa who knows AY, the other people don't know him.
Yes.
But when we introduce him, this is one of the top in Nollywood. Oh, really? Everybody wants to take a picture. The same thing when RMD came. When he walked in, not too many people know him, except you are from that region that you know him. But the moment we introduced him and gave him the Lifetime Achievement Award, he got a standing ovation. You understand me? I took Juliet Ibrahim to meet Simon Denny, the 4-time Junior Award winner. I said, Simon, this is one of our top Ghanaian Nollywood actress. You understand? And they sat together and they had a conversation. And Michelle Morgan was there, seated next to her there. They were all having that conversation. That is the networking. That is what you get when you attend TINFF. Now, the good thing about TINFF, you see, when we started TINFF 9 years ago, this is our 9th edition now. When we started TINFF, we had the options to either embrace the stars, the faces.
Welcome back to page 6. Took a little break. Is everyone refreshed now?
Yeah, we feel good. We feel good.
All right, just picking up from where we stopped. So, Mr. TJ, like we're speaking, what was your vision behind TINFF? Like TINFF, what was the inspiration behind it?
Okay, yeah. So for TINFF, what we did, was different from what most organizations will do, or they do. We had the ideology of instead of focusing on the faces, the known faces, the Nollywood or African A-list stars, to build a festival, we had to go grassroots. We had to focus on independent filmmakers and talents, you understand me, giving them the opportunity, making the festival a creative hub where they can come and express themselves, network, and being recognized, celebrated, you understand me. And even I remember 2017 when we started, there were a lot of other festivals, Nollywood or African festival that started, a few other ones, and we had to move our festival from September to October.
Okay.
And I told my wife, who's she's the co-founder with me, and we run the whole thing. Everything I do, we'll do it together.
Oh, shout out to you when you watch this.
Yeah, Victoria, yes. So I told her, I say, you know what? I think we need to move TINFF from September and put it all the way at the end of October. I said the reason is that if we do it, this is our inaugural edition. If we do it in September, it's going to be overshadowed by TIFF.
That was a smart move.
And then it's just going to be a waste of our time. You understand me? And I said because I want it to have its own brand, to be known for itself as an organization, that celebrates diversity and inclusion through film. And we did. So when we moved it, then there's another festival moved theirs from, they were supposed to do theirs in May, they moved it to September. And I think the idea behind that was they wanted to tap into TIFF. The Nollywood people that's going to be coming for TIFF can easily come to theirs.
Okay.
That we could have tapped into that. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to represent itself. And I said, you can still get these faces in the films that are submitted. For example, we had Alter Ego. It was Omotola film. The film Omotola was there.
Okay.
It was submitted that year, and it won. Then we had T-Boss. This I think she was in Big Brother.
Yeah, Big Brother Nigeria.
T-Boss was in a film with was in a category with what's this lady's name? Banky W's Adesua Tommy.
Yeah.
But T-Boss won the Best Actress over Adesua, who was popular. The Wedding Party won at that time. You understand me? So it goes to show the trueness of what we're doing, that is not being, there's no bias there. It's not about who you are, it's about what you have done.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, and most importantly, giving fresh, if fresh face and new people an opportunity. So I want to ask you this question, Mr. TJ. So as a young filmmaker, based here in Canada or in Nigeria, if I want to submit my movie to your festival, what do I have to do? What processes do I have to go through?
Yeah, as a filmmaker, we always say do your homework. There are submission platforms like Film Freeway is one of the top in the world. We have First Home, is a European submission platform. We get films from there. I think it's a Spanish submission platform. There are other ones. There's one we just partnered with in China. We get a lot of films from Asia, from China. You understand me? You'll be surprised.
No, and that group is very well represented at TINFF.
Yes. We get, as a matter of fact, as we speak, the most submitted films, it's from the US, Hollywood. We have Canada, then China, then fourth is Nigeria now.
Oh my God.
But Nigeria usually pick up later on. We always do things last minute. You understand?
Okay, so wait. So we generally, are we taking full advantage of your platform? Yes, let me even ask that question.
Well, those that are smart are taking advantage of it.
Okay.
Yeah, when I say smart, because you see, you have to, as a filmmaker, you have to identify what will boost your profile. It's not submitting to every and any festival. Yes, you should, but you have to look at the ones that you see. There's a thing that when the year I met with, I was at when Spike Lee spoke, that I was invited, and he spoke. I was seated right in the front row. He was on stage, and he said, "You have to submit your film to festival that aligns with your work." You understand me? Not every festival. Not every festival will align with what you have. You have to identify the festivals and then submit there. And he got rejected many times until he tried to understand, okay, you know what? This festival, my work would be appealing to this festival. Let me submit here, submit there. Now, if you make any film now, every festival wants it. It's Spike Lee. Until you get there, you have to. That's how you get yourself there. Then, for example, when you get a festival like TINFF, which already has the highest accreditation you can get in Canada, which is being the CSA qualifying film festival. I mean, what are you looking for? That helps your profile if it gets selected. And the chances of getting selected, so long as it's a good film, is high. Because you see, we have so many categories because we are a diverse film festival. And when you say you're a diverse film festival and you're celebrating diversity through film, you have to expand your categories to reflect the diversity that you preach or you practice. You understand me? So that's why it's like that.
So, Mr. TJ, what's your criteria for selecting a film, and even how do you pick what films would win those awards that they submit for? Do you guys do you have a committee where you watch the film together and review before choosing? But what? Just run me through your criteria and selection process.
Now, the different stages of the festival process. The first criteria is that submit a good film.
Absolutely. So it has to be feature.
Submit a good film. You understand me? So long as the film is good, your chances of getting selected increases. So because we are a diverse film festival that celebrate inclusion, that celebrate diversity through inclusion.
Okay.
Diversity and inclusion through film. We have one of the most numbers of categories to reflect our diversity and inclusion. Because if you say you are a festival that celebrates diversity and inclusion, it has to reflect. And the one thing that we've gotten from unanimously from anyone who have attended or who have been part of the festival, they say your diversity and inclusion is real. That they've been through so many film festivals and they say they're diverse, and no. That yours, when you get there, you see it. Not just in the people, but also in the selection of films. You understand me? So that's one criteria, submit a good film.
Okay.
You understand me? So then, once it gets selected, it goes through the next process. You know, so there's a selection committee that selects the films, goes through all this film to ensure that they meet the bare minimum to get selected into the festival. What you need is to get into the festival. When you get into the festival, you become, when you get the official selection, that's enough for you to now explore other options in terms of getting to the CSA and telefilm, and that's all you need. It's not about winning. Now we get to the next stage, which is the winning stage, which is we get these films and now put them into categories. You know, different categories. And then once they're in category, then we get them to the judges, the jurors, who are going to judge these films. And we have them all over the world. You understand me? They go on a platform and they have a certain amount of time to screen the film. They put them in different categories. You understand me? So they screen it. When the result comes out, we get the ratings, and then the winners are determined from each category. You know, I've been a juror for different film festivals myself, so I know how that process is. Recently, I was the Mississauga Arts I was one of the jurors there too. You understand, Mississauga, the city of Mississauga. You know, last year. And so I have the experience, so I know these things. I'm able to guide them. Now, I'm not part of the jury. I'm not part of it, but I'm part of the selection of the jury awards. Because we have the normal categories, then we have the jury award. So, for example, we have 2 good films, and they're really good. How do you choose? So just because one juror sees this film, gives it a higher rate, that film emerges as a winner. You understand me? So it's on to us now to look at this other film which deserve that winning, to decide, okay, should we get this film in as a winner under the jury award? So now you need to understand that each award that is presented is costly. Because the trophy is expensive. You understand?
When you say expensive, what do you mean by that?
It's expensive. Have you held the trophy?
Oh, okay.
To buy the actual trophy. We give them free if you attend the festival. If you are there, if you win 7. Like AY won what? How many? 12 or the other year?
EP, how many did you get?
11. He got all 11. He didn't pay anything for it. Some people got they got 7. They got all 7. They didn't pay anything for it. You know, so if you attend, no matter how many you win, you get it free. But if you don't attend and you come afterwards, you have to go to the on-site and order. Then we have to order it. You understand? Because you see, we order this in bulk. It's cheaper when we order it in bulk. It's less. We get discount when we order them in bulk. So we know how many is coming, because you have to confirm. Because we just don't. We used to order them, then we find out we have a lot of trophies, and then it's become useless to us because there's no. You don't attend and all that stuff, you know. So we only order when you confirm. We see that this is coming. We order those trophies. You understand me?
And okay, so to attend this festival, how do I go about it? I have to register.
Yeah, there are 2 ways of attending. One, as a filmmaker, your film gets selected. Then if you win, it's a good plus. But you don't only have to attend because whether you win, just the fact that you select, that you get to be there to enjoy the moment, network with it. That's important too. You understand me? You know, so you go on Film Freeway. We have the ticket, or you check our website. You purchase your ticket so you can attend the festival and enjoy all the benefits. You know, we tend to make our screening free. You know, we might look at it this year and see if we can go a different direction. We have to raise money. It's going to cost a lot of money to get the venue that we're using this year.
No, I mean, yes. Okay, yeah. I was about to ask you about the next edition, because the one you did last year was actually quite interesting. I mean, you had a lot of stars. You had Mr. Macaroni. You know, you had a couple of Lasisi. So tell us how what was that experience like? And you know, when you collaborate with these guys, what kind of impact do you even intend to achieve? And do we see these impacts? Can we feel them?
Now, yeah, we had last year. We had quite a number of stars. Lasisi was here. Mr. Macaroni was here. ONG was here.
Yeah.
And
Juliet
Ibrahim was
Yes.
here and all that stuff. I think they received the achievement awards. ONG received a lifetime at BIMF, the Brown International, but at TINFF, Lasisi, Macaroni, Juliet Ibrahim, they received the achievement awards. But during at the gala, unfortunately, Lasisi and Macaroni wasn't at the gala.
Oh.
And the according to what I hear from them was from Lasisi, there was a mix-up. They thought it was going to be the next day at the awards. They didn't realize it was at the gala. I was like, no, I don't know how you mix that up, because the only flyer that you have shows the date and the venue of the gala, unless you didn't read the flyer.
And so what's the process of speaking, especially with Lasisi and Macaroni, especially because they're coming from Nigeria? Is it that you bring them in, or how do you make these connections for the festival?
There are people who have their talents who have been working for quite some time in different genres. They are eligible to receive the recognition every year. We have a quota every year. So if you are available and you meet that quota, you're on that list, and we present it to you, and then you attend. You understand me, but you have to be there to receive the award in person. We don't mail the award to you.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yes.
I mean, Mr. Macaroni, I know he attended TIFF because I saw him.
Yeah.
I think I saw at the screening.
At the screening. So this is a podcast, and we discuss issues, right? How did that make you feel? This is we just talked about something like that. Okay, people come here and you feel, because the whole idea, if he's here, he was actually supposed to attend your show,
especially with being an honorary.
Yes, and I saw the flyers.
Yes.
I was even trying to find out.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So how do I attend? So how did that make you feel?
In terms of because he didn't attend the gala.
Yes. Let's just be straight about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, did that cost anything between you guys?
It's like a ritual.
No. Nothing can cause anything between me and anybody.
Okay.
Like I told them. First of all, let's get it clear. He attended TIFF because his film was screened at TIFF,
Yes.
so he had every right to attend TIFF.
That's for freedom, right?
Yes. So congratulations to him and the work and the amazing work that they're doing. Hopefully he's been at TINFF, so hopefully they realize that TIFF is their home. TINFF is their home.
Yeah.
You understand me? But regarding the gala, it was quite disappointing, to be frank, that when they were called, because people were scheduled to come and present the award to them. You understand me, at the gala, and unfortunately they weren't there when they were called. Juliet Ibrahim was there, and it looks somehow when you have a 4-time Juno Award winner. The Juno Award is the equivalent to the Grammy Award.
Wow.
Simone Denny sitting there to receive her Lifetime Achievement Award. When you have an Emmy Award winner, Michelle Morgan, who was not receiving an award, just came to be there, a part of the event, because she was there last year, and to witness or experience it is there, and you have some other top dignitaries there, and you are not there. And
when you say you are not there, I say your own Nigeria. Let us just hit it on the head.
Yeah. So we're talking about Lasisi and
Mr. Macaroni, right?
They were not there. You understand me? And the reason why we put this thing together is to give them that extra boost that you're coming from Nollywood, Africa, to come to Canada, and we are putting you in the midst of these international Canadian filmmakers, so that you can network with them and advance your career, your whatever, your outreach. You understand me? Advance it beyond the Nigerian shores. That's why we have this setup. You understand me? I met with them the next day, which is the award. We had over 300 people at the awards as well.
Wow.
Due to venue was overpacked, and after back and forth, They want initially wanted to just take their trophy and go, that they got confused about the dates, that they thought it was the awards and all that.
Different day.
But if you thought it was a different day, then it should be there. If you thought it was the next day, then why do you just want to take the trophy and leave? It don't make sense. You understand me? Because my wife was calling me. I was running this whole show, and she kept calling me that they want to see me. They want to, And I came and I told Lasisi and Mr. Macaroni. I said, look, guys, you need to understand that we are doing this. I'm not doing it for myself. These people, they will find me. But we are doing it for you guys. We had people who have come here before you. AY was here. RMD was here. You understand me? We have people who have come here before you. And when they come, we introduce you to them. You understand me? So that you can network and expand your reach. That is the purpose why we are doing this. Not that we are doing it because you're going to elevate our first. We don't. That's not it. Look at the amount of people there. We are so diverse that some people could not attend the event who wanted to attend. You understand me? So I said, it's up to you. I can go and tell my wife to go get your trophy and give it to you, and you're welcome to go. Or you go sit down and take advantage of this opportunity, because this is put for your benefit and for the benefit of others that are going to be here. We had more filmmakers from Nigeria who got the visas to come to TINFF. TINFF wrote them the letters, and they got the visa. Who are there?
Wait,
Who are there?
Wait, sorry, hold on. So that means, like, if I'm in Nigeria, for me to qualify to attend TINFF, I actually have to be invited by TINFF.
So you need an invitation to apply for visa. Why are you coming to Canada?
And that's
TIFF don't give them invitation later. TIFF don't give people invitation later. TIFF don't give. It is TINFF that gives invitation letter for those whose film has gone through our festival. Not only that, for those who don't have a film that they submitted, what we have the CBDFM Summit, which is Canadian Black Diversity Film Market Summit, which is the part of the market for TINFF and now BINF. So they can come through that channel as industry delegates. So they just need to buy their ticket, and we write the invitation letter that they come in. So a lot of people came through that channel too. So you don't necessarily have to have a film. If you don't have a film that year, that's fine. But if you have a film, it's a plus. It helps to give you an extra cushion. You understand me? But if you don't have and you want to be part of the experience, you go through that route. So there are a lot of young guys and guys who are in the industry, actress, producers, who attended TINFF last year. And I was standing, and they came to me and they were, thanking me for giving them the opportunity to experience this. Wow. And these are the things that, we have to play our own part. It's not about self. We don't have to make it about us. We have to make it about creating opportunity for the young ones. For the ones who are, when I say young, you know what I'm talking about, who are coming up, who have to, because you see, we have this mentality that it has to be me. I have to be the one. I have to be the face. If you look at my stuff, do you see my face on anything?
Nah. Like, honestly, they don't know Mr. TJ.
You have to find me. You have to research to find me. It is deliberate.
And because you have to even build a brand like that.
Yes, because it is the mentality from the get-go, the onset. Some people think it has to be their face. So that when they walk out, everybody, the red carpet comes out. No, I don't need those red carpet. I throw red carpet for you.
No, but when you came in here, we had to do that for you.
Because that's why I was shocked. That's why I was shocked. That's why I was shocked. That's why I was shocked, But I throw the red carpet for you.
Yeah.
You understand me? I have no problem doing that. But for me, I'm not really interested. Because you see, when you see me, I'm thinking about the next thing that needs to be done. I'm thinking about what is lacking. What can we do? How can we make a difference? You understand me? It's about the legacy.
Yes.
And that I would actually like now us to even dive into like the filmmaking part of like this whole conversation, because like I'm hearing you talk about even like a lot of Nigerian filmmakers, but we also know that especially now in Canada, a lot of Nigerians have immigrated here. And like I said, I've shot a film. I just recently finished my feature film.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. And I was just like, I was looking at my crew, and we're all around the same age. I would, not everyone, but most of us, like the cinematographer, the assistant director, and I could just see how much each of them could even go on to go and do. But like there was like especially here, like as an independent producer or filmmaker, the road is there is no directions at all. You have like even with funding, it's so unclear. But I know you also have true sale production and distribution. I wanted to ask how you've used that to also make impact.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. Like I said, I'm a filmmaker. Filmmaking is my first love.
Yes.
I stumbled into the film festival realm.
That's it.
Don't ask me how.
I'd like to pick on. I want to pick on that.
But what people don't understand is that I've made a few films here and there, worked on other people's projects. One of my film, Believe in You,
Yes.
was selected at the American Black Film Festival in Miami,
That's a huge
which is an Oscar
Yeah.
qualifying, BAFTA qualifying
Yeah.
film festival. So in terms of film, I've been there too.
Yeah.
I've reached there, and my festival is also Canadian Screen Award qualifying. So if I abandon my film, put it on hold for some time and go to the festival, and I was able to get that festival to achieve the highest accreditation, just like I did with film, that's something good, But filmmaking for me, it's something I love to do. You understand me? But there's always challenge in filmmaking, which I'm sure you can see because you've been there too. It starts from first people reach out to me. I have this script, this amazing script, this blockbuster script. This script is going to be the best script in the world. Any script could be the best script in the world. You don't know which story is going to sell until you test it. You understand me? So we have to be careful with how we put that word out there, but there are different process in filmmaking. It's one thing is to get the story fine. There's another thing to break the story down and determine the budget. You understand me? So now you have to find the budget. So if you have the story, you have the budget, then you're good to go. Then you now put the right team together, cast the right actors for your film that are able to interpret the story, what you're trying to say. You hire, if you're not a director, you hire the right director who is going to who understand the vision. Remember, if you're producing and you're not the one directing, you are entrusting that project to the creativity of the director. It is the director's vision to interpret that story into what that will be shown on the big screen. So you have to trust the director. Do your research. Check the director's work, what they've done. If the director's work aligns with what you want to do, then you hire that director. But then you know what you are expecting, that the work is going to be based on the director's history, past history. You understand me? In terms of creativity. So people need to understand that. Now, I'm just a bit expanding. There's a confusion between who owns the film.
Okay.
Is it the director or is it the producer? People need to understand. Just because you're a director, you don't own the film. You were hired to direct the film. Like the DP was hired to DP the film, to light the film. Like the sound guy was hired to capture the audio of the film. Like the editor was hired to edit the film. You were hired to direct the film, the creative aspect of the film. So you get the credit. That's not dispute. There's no dispute there.
Okay, so who owns the movie then?
They own the movie depends on who is the original, who owns the project. Is it the producer? Because you see, you can get an executive producer who hires a producer or multiple producers to produce a film, options to produce the film, commission to produce the project for them.
Okay.
The executive producer or the production company owns the right to the film. Everybody there is getting paid based on the contract and agreement for producing or making that film, including the director and every single cast.
And including the writer as well.
Including the writer. So there's an agreement that has been reached before you get to that stage. And everybody agreed to that agreement. You understand? So there should be no confusion there. Now, if the producer owns the film, which is the producer owns the production company, usually it is the production company that owns the project.
I see.
The primary production company that owns the project. So if the company is incorporated, it is the company. Remember, the company is different from the person. TINFF is an incorporation.
Yes.
It's
an
different
entity
from
on
me.
its own.
It's an entity.
Yes.
True Sale is an entity. It's an incorporation. I'm working for True Sale. You understand me? So if I produce a movie on behalf of True Sale owns that film, not me.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. TJ? So in terms of quality, will I put that responsibility to the production company or to the director or to the producer?
The responsibility falls with the producers who represent the production company. Remember, the company is an entity but don't speak. It is the employees, the people that work, executives that work for the production company, that represent the production company, the entity, right? So the producers have a blame because you hire the director, you hire the crew, the cinematographer, and everybody to produce that film. So if you have a film that you are not satisfied with, the production quality is not good, then the first person to blame is the producer.
Okay, Mr. TJ, let's narrow this down to Nollywood. Okay, I mean, we're talking general terms, but I just want us to narrow it down to Nollywood. Yes. Okay, yeah, true. Now check this out. You know, I'm not the type of guy that would like to rate, okay, is this movie good? Is this movie bad? But you are a professional, you're a filmmaker. I mean, you organize film festivals. Yeah. In terms of quality, in all honesty, what can you say about the kind of movies we make in Nigeria?
If I put my festival hat, okay, especially given that we are a diverse film festival, and when you say you're a diverse film festival, you have to look at things from a broader lens. Okay, the way we see things, you see, I take away my filmmaking hat when it comes to film festival.
Okay.
Because you have to look at where the film is coming from. What resources do they have? You understand me?
Okay.
You know? And see if they had the same opportunity that a Canadian filmmaker or an American filmmaker have given to them, will this project that they did that is watchable be better than this? If the question is yes, then the film is a good film. You understand me?
Okay.
But they were limited based on the resources they have, which is you have someone shooting with the latest red camera in Canada.
Okay.
But you have someone shooting with Sony, one of the old Sony camera, because that's the best they could get. You understand me? But then, now, so that's in terms of quality. But if the audio sounds good, but there's still some kind of quacky sound there, not because they wanted to make that quacky sound, because the kind of equipment they had to make the film they have. You understand me?
Yeah.
So you have to you have to break it,
Yeah.
You have to break it down. That's what we do. You have to break it down to the region that the film is coming from and the kind of resources that they have
at our disposal. Okay, so Mr. Chidi, check this out. As we speak, I don't think any Nigerian or any Nollywood movie has been nominated for an Oscar. I don't think so.
Yes,
Not
none
yet.
has.
Okay, not yet.
None
Okay,
has.
so I know-
for the best of my knowledge, unless there's an Oscar somewhere that.
Okay, like
I
we
don't
don't.
know.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What could be responsible? Is it quality, or are we not just making the right connections, or we're not just meeting criteria? Because sometimes it might not just be quality. What do you think? Now, I want you to wear your hat as a filmmaker, not as a film festival organizer, right? Yeah, as a filmmaker. Let's talk about quality now. What do you think is responsible for, why don't we have a movie, out there, even if it's just for the category of best international movie? Okay, yes. So what do you think is responsible for that?
South Africa has been to the Oscars. I believe Egypt has been to the Oscars. Um, so South Africa has been to the Oscars. I believe Egypt has been to the Oscars. I think Senegal.
Yes, Senegal.
Senegal.
Yes.
But the third largest movie industry has never made it there. Not that we can't. Nigerians are super talented. I'm in Nigeria. I ran a film festival from the grassroots, and in 7 years we became a Canadian Screen Award qualifying film festival. You can't beat us. We know what we are doing when we really put our hearts into it. Okay? But the problem we have is that ego. Ego. Greed. It has to be me. It has to be my face. You understand me? That's what we have in Nigeria. That's why we are not there. If we had, you see, individually they are good filmmakers. You understand me? They're good, but collectively they will be great. You understand? So if they can come together, when I say come together, we're talking about the elites.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they are the one running the show. Like I said, the thing with Nigeria is more pride, ego, and self. You understand me?
Okay.
It's all about me, as opposed to being all about us.
Can you give me a scenario how this will affect quality?
No, you see, when you're talking about making a film that will be submitted into the Oscars, obviously quality will be there.
Okay.
You would have answered that question.
Okay.
We are talking about how do we get there?
Okay.
How do we start the journey to get there?
Okay.
You understand me? Which means pride has to be put aside.
Mm.
So which means, for example, what are the powerhouses we have? We have Moa Abudu. She's amazing. She's doing great things. I mean, she's inspiring, you know, but it's self. Then we have Film One, you know, Film One distribution, right? They're doing amazing things. As a matter of fact, they changed the cinema distribution in Nigeria, elevated to another level, but it's self.
Whoa.
You have Silverbed. Ben Bruce is we grew up knowing Ben Bruce.
Yep.
If you don't know Ben Bruce and you grew up in Nigeria, then you gotta go think again. You know, they are the pioneers.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Bruce family. They are the pioneers of all this stuff. You understand me? You know, and despite the competition, they are still holding up with all their group of Silverbed group of companies, cinemas, the distributions, and all. They released my film Saving Dreams. You know, but then it's self. You know. You have Genesis itself, you know, and you have Kula Folayo, who has his organization, you know, and I met with him even the last time we met was at TIFF. He and I with the late Peace Ama Award woman. Peace. I think it's.
I know
Peace.
her last name, but yeah.
Sigwe or something like later. Very amazing woman.
Yeah.
We were actually planning something, you know, before she passed. Even before COVID, then we met again. Then she passed, you know. But then it's self.
Wow. So these are powerhouses.
These are powerhouses. Then there are other ones, you know. And you see, they have made blockbuster movies in Nigeria. But why are this movie not getting that far? You know, they make movie that makes so much 1 billion naira, 2 billion naira, 3 billion naira. You understand me? You know, but why are the movie not going beyond the shore?
Because there's a
beyond
huge population
not just
here.
the Nigeria or maybe part of Africa and then some part of the UK and they're always watching it and all that stuff. You know, itself. But you see, if these people, these names that I've mentioned, including the ones that I've not mentioned, you understand? Because I'm talking about filmmakers that produce. I'm not talking about directors now or whatever. Because they're other. So if you have these people coming together and saying, let's make a movie that will get to the Oscars.
Check this.
Do you know how many connections each and every one of them have that reaches not Hollywood? or the European film industry, you have to first of all come with a story. You understand me? A very good, solid story. Do your research. Check what other films have done, other countries have done, the kind of films that they presented, how they presented it, what kind of, you understand? Then you come with your own African story that is solid, that is vetted, ready to go. You understand?
Yes.
Then you put a solid crew behind it. Your cinematography must be
Top notch.
Top notch.
Well, you know, how that would come out together. Top notch.
You understand me?
Yes.
Your sound house, your sound must be, you understand, because you are on a mission to get the third largest movie industry on the map.
Yep.
When you put this together, it's going to cost a lot of money. They have the ability to raise that money. Some of them have connection with corporate entity in Nigeria and outside. They have direct connection with the government. The Nigerian government will back it up.
So all they need to do is come together and do one.
Come together and let's do it together. The question is, who is going to be the owner of the film? You don't have to be one owner. There's a way you split it that it reaches everywhere for those of the stakeholders. You understand me? But it shouldn't be how it's. You see, there's a saying that they say this is not commercial viable when you want to release a film in the cinema.
Okay.
So the commercial viable is different from a good film that's a festival film. You understand me? It's the one that everybody just go and laugh and all that stuff, and they say, they spend more, they make 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion. You understand me? But now they need to come. Okay, we want to get to the Oscars, so which means we have to make a film that, according to our standard, is not commercial viable, but it's the festival standard that gets us to the Oscar-worthy film. You understand me? If they can come together and put their egos aside and sit down and bring people, other Nigerians who are doing something great, and say, this is what we want to do. How can we all come together and get us there? We will get there. You see, anything Nigeria put their hands and they are serious about it, they will get there.
Yes, they achieve it. Wow, I like this passionate move. Christopher, you want to say something?
Because I would like to go in here because, especially speaking for the filmmakers that are Nigerians here in Canada, because we're becoming a larger population. I'm wondering how we can also gather together and make such movements, in terms of even just producing films and creating such opportunities. Is there a structure that supports Nigerian independent filmmakers here in Canada?
You see, it's a different ballgame when you come here. And it's very sad, you understand me? While it's encouraging that we are doing something, it's discouraging that we don't have people with passion who understand creativity, the meaning and the importance of creativity. You understand me? So you tend to see a lot of people who are more wants to do something for their YouTube channel,
TikTok and stuff,
and they claim that they're Nollywood kings and queens here, and it don't make sense. You understand me? The people really doing things are busy working, and you see them once in a while, and when they come out, you see what they have done. Let's take, for example, Lonzo. Lonzo, you don't see him all the time, you know. And people think, oh, you and Lonzo should be rivals. He's a filmmaker. You're a filmmaker. Why do you always praise Lonzo? You're putting yourself down. No. I don't need to. I don't put myself down by praising Lonzo. If he has done something good, I praise him and encourage him.
Give him his flowers.
Give him his flowers. And if anything, that should motivate me to go do my own. Let Lonzo be the standard then.
Yeah, because he did Aura, and Aura is on Amazon Prime.
He did before he did Aura. He did
Anchor
Baby.
Yeah.
After he did Anchor Baby, he did Meet the Parents.
Oh.
You understand me? And then he did Aura. You know, and Aura got all that success. You know, but then if you go to the Nollywood cinema, they're going to say it's not commercially viable. A good message, a good film that made it into all the top film festival, you're going to say it's not commercially viable because they control it.
Now this is what I want to hear.
Yeah, I think yes.
Oh, you
yes.
gatekeepers.
I think that's what I was
Okay, so
going
Mr.
to-
TJ, listen. I mean, like, it's in our DNA to discuss issues and how to solve them. Okay, so how do you think we can actually get this thing to work? Because when I heard you saying, "Hey, these guys need to come together," I had a visual representation of what you said. Like when you turn on a blockbuster, you see the beginning of the film. Maybe, for example, a Columbia Pictures. After
see
Columbia,
Pixar.
you see Pixar.
Yes.
You see Bondit.
You
You
have
see
White,
Names.
yes.
And these guys on their own are independently
Individual
massive
institutions,
productions,
yes.
and
Yes.
yes, to make that
Yeah.
blockbuster. So how? Let it not sound like we're trying to fantasize, right?
Mhm.
How can we actually create this environment where, we bring these powerhouses together to create something worthwhile and yes, how can we do that?
Before I answer that, you might have to remind me that question again.
Okay,
I
okay.
want to answer the question that you asked, because I talked about Lonzo, but Lonzo is not the issue.
Okay.
Lonzo
Yes.
is part of the solution.
Yes.
You understand me?
Mm.
The issue here is that we have mediocre filmmakers.
Oh my God.
Let's call a spade a spade.
I think so too.
Because I was going
Let's
to
call a
ask-
spade
yeah.
a spade. You understand me?
Mm.
If you want to be good, you will invest in being good.
Mm.
If it's a passion for you, you will invest in what you do. You will love it. You won't worry about spending. You will put in your best and beat your chest. I tried my best, but I'm going to try again. I'm going to keep trying until I get better. You understand me? So when you have mediocre filmmakers making mediocre films, and they are there bragging that they are the filmmakers, those limit the opportunities that you are looking for as a filmmaker who want to, emerging filmmaker who wants to get there, because they see the mediocre work plenty all there.
Yes, and they're talking.
How are you going to convince the government of Canada that we are filmmakers from Nigeria if when they check films made by Nigeria and they see skits? You see, it brings it back to my point. There's a difference between a very good actor and being a good filmmaker, director, or producer. Not everybody can be the same. You can be a very good actor. Stick to what you know how to do best. Allow a good crew director to be a director. You understand me? So that's why you get those confusions. And, but the thing is we have a whole lot of it. And you have people who want to make films, and they see quality. They embrace it. They say, yes, this is good. I'm inspired by what you're doing, TJ. This and what Lonzo is doing, or what there's Catherine in Calgary. That lady is trying so hard. She did 2 weeks in Lagos.
yeah.
She's trying to get something on. You understand me? She's trying so hard. You understand me? It's not easy. It's not easy.
Okay.
She's working hard as a woman to tell you, So when you have these people doing all this, working, trying to improve, then you have you see these people, but yet you go to those mediocre filmmakers who is going to charge you even more.
Wow.
And thinking that they're doing you a favor. Whereas you could go here and say, okay, you know what? Oh, I want to do this. How do we do this? You understand? Be realistic. This is my budget. We want to grow the community. You understand me? People don't understand. Sometimes I could just waive my fee when I see how serious you are. For example, I am doing Being Black in Canada. They reached out to me 3 years ago. I've been doing a third year. I'm going to the fourth year now. Producing this film for the Fabian Colas Foundation. It's total this year, this recent edition, 30 films altogether I've produced, short films, series, a documentary series. It's a Netflix-sponsored project, mentorship project. I see the importance of this program. And I work for them year-round, which is, they can reach out to me, TJ, this, we need to edit this, or this filmmaker, we didn't finish this filmmaker, we need to, I just go and do it. You understand me?
Yeah.
Because of, I see the benefits that it's bringing to this community. And since I joined, I've seen that a lot of Nigerian youths have had that opportunity to be part of the program.
Wow.
Maybe they're trying to please me. So TJ, let's make TJ happy too.
Mm.
It's good. If I can influence that, that's good.
But that's
You
the
understand me?
importance of being representation.
Yes.
That's opened the door
But you
now.
see, when you have mediocre filmmakers making mediocre films,
Oh.
we will not grow. And we can't deceive ourselves. And Nollywood will not take the diaspora seriously.
Because that was my next
So that's the
question.
thing
Okay.
Nollywood
Yes.
says.
Mm.
How can you bring a film from
Yeah.
overseas that
Uh-huh.
our film is better than yours?
Yes.
How can they take you seriously?
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it is the people that embrace that.
Mm.
The people make them feel, oh yes, you are doing great. And they throw a big party and doing a thing, you're doing a screening or whatever and all that stuff. That is a waste of time. Be realistic. You don't learn from what you do. You do the same thing 3 years, 4 years, same thing.
Mm.
Why do you think I've not shot a film? Yes, I've been busy. You think if I want to shoot a film, I'm going to go shoot a film that is less than what I did last time?
Yeah.
I know from even my work, which got into the American Black Film Festival, an Oscar qualifying film festival, and BAFTA qualifying film festival, I still know my setbacks. I see it.
Wow.
You understand me? So I know what I need to do next time in my next project. It has to be better than what I do because I see all the loopholes, all the weaknesses there in my work. Even though when you watch it 2 hours, you will be engaged, good and all that stuff. But I still see where I went wrong, where I need to improve.
Yeah, because honestly, it angers me so much that as Nigerians here, we consume so much Nigerian content, which is not bad, but we're a huge community here that I think we can create our own content and consume on that global level. Sorry.
Yeah. That's part of who is going to make the content that you want to consume. If you don't have people making those content, there's a problem. Then you're going to have to consume the Nigerian content. But then the so-called people making the content are making skits that are not anything good to what good as what they're doing in Nigeria. You understand me?
So do you think
And everybody call themselves Nollywood.
Do you think Nollywood can be replicated by the Nigerians here in Canada?
Nollywood can. The good thing is that we have some Nollywood people relocating here. They have some of them here already.
Okay.
But you see, like I said, you have to swallow your pride. You have to put your ego aside. You have to be ready to get to do the dirty work because the structure is not there. It's not like Nollywood. You sit down there, they bring a script, you have this money, and you say, okay, where's my ride? Come and take me to the, I'm hungry,
You have
fan, they bring the fan and they put it on your face.
That's
I
it.
see it, they put it on your face and you're doing no, you have to do all that, you have to do all that yourself. You have to get up and ride because it's not there. It's not there. It's a virgin land, Canada.
I see.
But if we can prove that this is who we are, this is what we are doing.
Why can't all of them come together? And
Who are
form-
all of them coming
we don't
together?
have
You have a bunch of a lot of people who don't have experience in the industry. And you want them to come together. What are you coming together to do?
That's a major problem. I mean,
Nigeria, you have experienced people in the industry. Here, you don't have people in the industry. You have
Yes.
nurses, people working in different
students,
organizations,
different,
doing films, calling themselves filmmaker. Where do you want to come? Where do you want to start from?
No, the thing is, okay, I mean, let's just assume.
Did you go to film school?
Let's just assume. Director
Not
C,
yet.
you are laughing.
Not yet.
Director
But
C,
I-
hold
it's
on.
very
No. I'm not that kind of guy, no. Director C, you are a movie maker,
Yes,
right?
I
A
am.
filmmaker.
How?
Now,
I am.
Mr.
No,
TJ, she's a
I am.
filmmaker.
No,
Yeah.
she's a
but all
filmmaker.
right.
She's
I
done
know.
it.
I
Once
know.
you've made a film,
And I also
You are a
did short
filmmaker.
films before I did my feature film.
yeah. So
I-
you
I
have
went on
the background. You don't necessarily have to go to film school. It's a compliment.
Yes.
It's a plus if
Plus.
you go to film school.
And I still have plans. to.
But you
Yeah.
get your skill set on set, live set, being on ground, see what you're doing, learning.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what you're going to learn, film school will give you the knowledge.
Yes.
It is, look, what I'm doing today is the knowledge that I acquire from film school to run the festival,
film festival.
to run the businesses that I do. But not that is the one that teach me to go and shoot the film.
Yes.
Everything put together, that you have to use your common sense.
Yep.
You have to use your experience.
Yep.
You have to get on-set experience,
Yes.
which means go to location, see what's to be part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Director C, I was going to say something, Okay, you heard what Mr. TJ said,
Yeah.
and as a filmmaker, how would you respond to that thing he just said? Like most of the filmmakers who are here don't really have experience. A lot of them are just doing stuff. So yeah, have that conversation from like a younger filmmaker to
Absolutely.
yes.
I would say to an extent I agree with him, but
Okay.
I would only agree because of the resources available to especially independent filmmakers, as what I know. Like for myself, for example, like, and even what you guys are saying, like with film, I did a lot of research. Like even though I haven't gone to film school, I feel like I've gone to film school because I studied film before I even went into anything. But and like in response to what he said about like filmmakers not having experience, I don't think we have enough resources because even and not that okay. Let me rephrase this. Sorry.
Right.
Yes, we don't have enough resources. One, but I know given the right opportunity, there are people who are like the passion. I'm speaking from just my team alone. The passion
Okay.
alone. Just when I see them, I see that their passion alone they can create something if given the right resources that is enough to create a vision like what they've planned. They can go on to do wonderful things. So I think I agree with him just because of the resources available to us.
Okay. So is it just resources or mentorship, guidance? Because I mean, when you say resources, we're talking about
those are part of those
Okay.
makes up the resources,
Okay.
But again, you see, when we don't have that, we have to create opportunity. We have to get up and go learn. We need people to mentor us, to direct us, to guide us. You understand me? For example, you called me when you want to do your project,
Yes.
and we talked, and I said, okay, when you want to do your project, let me know. You need an experience so you can, because someone who's experienced will guide you away from the mistakes that you're going to potentially make.
Fly, we no get special advice.
Potentially make, you understand me?
Yes.
But then you say you had your team and you're going to discuss with your team, and the next thing, or you're shooting and all that stuff. I wasn't there. I was offering to be a mentor to you. You understand me? But you guys didn't take it. But then you learn. But you see, these are the things. When you don't have that film school background, then you have to have that security. And that security is someone who has done it. Because my job will be to look at your entire team. You understand me?
Yep.
And then to see what will work and what will not work.
Yeah. I would say just even on this, the reason why I went ahead was just like I said, I wanted to make the mistake.
No, the thing is this. I'm not blaming you. There are two ways to do something. You can do it with security or you can do it with risk. When you do it with risk, whatever comes with the risk, take it and learn. And so when you get to the next one, you
are more secure.
You know what you're doing. But if you do with safety, then you see the risks, but the risks are being taken care of because you got the experience. You understand me? Guiding you. Because at the end of the day, it is you who have to walk away with what you have shot, the final result. Everybody will leave.
Yes.
Now, you say a lot of your team are passionate on set, Yes, there's no set that you go that you don't see people that are passionate about what they're doing at that given time.
Okay.
But always remember, after that set, everybody has moved on. They are going to the next set. You understand me? That period is the time you guys are like family. But after that period, people have moved on to the next set. They need that opportunity to add to their profile.
Okay.
Everybody have their reasons why they're there. It is you who owns the project that will now have to work with it. Whether it succeeds, or if you succeed, everybody will come celebrate with you. If you don't succeed, it's on you. Everybody move on.
True.
You understand me? So the resources, you see, we don't have the resources or the structure for us like others have here in Canada. We have to create it ourselves.
True.
Which is the things that we are doing. Okay, for example, we have this platform. I have the Black Actors and Film Guild Canada. We have a bunch of people there, almost 270 something people. But you find out that out of the 270 something people, Only a handful attend the event that we do when we do this event that has to do. Out of 270, we have directors, producers, talents there. Nobody is coming to say, okay, let us create something for ourselves. But in that same platform, people have short films. We have Rem 2 by Tunde, Babatunde, whatever, which airs on what's it called, 5-1, and it's on Tubi now.
Okay.
That the crew and cast came from there. You have the life coach, Patricia, Afro Global. Most of the crew and cast came from there. You understand me? That same group, you know. Then you have some other projects, you know. So if something is happening there, but as a group, we need to come together to do for us. And some people reach out to me, oh, TJ, I see what you're doing. Well done. I think we should start this thing and this workshop or this whatever and this stuff. And then I'm waiting for it, you know? And then after I talk, because I'm so busy, you understand? Don't waste my time, you know? Because the things that you're saying, I know already. Yeah. Just because it's not done, it's not being done, don't mean we don't know about it, you know? The next thing, okay, if you can come up with a budget that will take care of payment for a year, then I can create some time so I can contribute. Now you're telling me to come up with a budget when I'm using my money to fund an organization that you benefit from, to pay you, who have not shown me that you have any, you've not even done anything. They forget about what they call, you have to volunteer your time and your skills to build something that will benefit everyone and yourself. You know, so it's what I see, people thinking about themselves and not thinking about us.
Okay, I think that's a major,
and
you know, that's a major problem,
only
right?
a handful of people can do the things that I do. Because I have this mentality and ideology that there is a big gap that need to be filled, that we need to bridge. And in order to bridge it, we have to forget about ourselves and make it about us. You understand me? You know? So that's why you see, I go from one project to the other project to the next project, because these things are needed. Each of them have their different needs and a different purpose. TINFF has its own need and its own purpose.
Yeah.
IBDFF, the same. The guild has its own. My production company has its own. You understand me?
Yeah.
So when I don't feel, people think I enjoy doing all these things that I do. Being the one, TJ is doing this, TJ is doing that, TJ is doing distribution.
I mean, you have 206 bones, so why not?
No, the thing is,
Have
it
you told her how
takes
many, right?
a lot
Yeah,
from me.
true.
But okay, if TJs don't have team, there will be no festival that your film, your project will get to elevate itself and get those grants that you need. You have to rely on the TIFF and the other film festivals. They have a certain quota that they can take. They cannot take everybody. So which means I understand where you're from and what your story will be. TIFF don't understand it. TIFF understand the Canadian, American Hollywood stuff. So when they take one or two films, it's just a compliment or it's for what they are doing. But then the lot get left over. That is where we come in. Because we understand where you're from. We understand the Chinese. We understand the Bollywood. We understand the European, the Eastern European. We understand the Ukrainians. We take more Ukrainian films just to promote them. You understand me?
Yeah.
Help them tell their stories so you don't get lost. You know? These are the kind of things that we do. These platforms, they're there. to help us, but we are not taking advantage of it. But guess what? The other race are taking advantage of it, because all the letters that I've written are from the other race except from us.
Wow, this is so disheartening. So as we
Because
speak,
some people,
yes,
listen,
yes.
some people, the so-called Nollywood diaspora, are confused that when they come to my festival, they are coming to support me or making me look popular. No. You are coming to help yourself. Because whether you come or you don't come, it don't matter. Because I may not even know unless you come to my front and see me. Like you said, you were at my event. I didn't even see you.
He was busy.
If she didn't tell me that, because I know the face, I've seen the face. But then when she said it, she was there when the AY, I said, yes, this is where I saw her.
I mean, you weren't even dressed in suit. You were just putting on combat and everything.
Like he's always quiet. It just seems that you didn't walk on that.
Just always running from here, from there.
I'm always busy. But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You see, a lot of people are perplexed when they see me at my event and I'm hands-on. And I wear t-shirts, my TINFF t-shirt, and I'm putting on light, carrying chair, getting
that's
the
exact
next thing going, and all that
Yep.
stuff. And they say, no, you have to put on suit, you have to sit down, you have to, so they know you are the owner. I say, yes, that would be lovely. I would love to do that. I'd love to sit in the king's chair and the throne and all that stuff. And everybody fanning me and bringing champagne and all that stuff. But the show must go on. And for that to happen, I need to get 300,000, 500,000, 1 million that TIFF gets 23 million for the next 3 years for their festival. 23 million, 7 point something million a year, TIFF.
23 million what?
Dollars.
Hey!
The government gives it to them. You understand? To support them. Imagine if I get 1 million.
Wow.
I won't be doing, or maybe I will still be doing it because that's me. But at least we reduce it. It will reduce it. That way, because you see, there are a lot of people who fly in who want to speak with me, but they don't have the opportunity to speak with me because I'm busy preparing the whole show for them.
Wait, Mr. T, I want to ask you a question. Wait. So as the Canadian government will give someone like TINFF, is there a way Nigerian government can do anything?
No, the Nigerian government can do if they want to do it, but they are not doing it. And it's a shame. It's a shame. I'm glad you brought this issue.
So wait, you've never gotten a dime, no form of support? I mean, even though you are putting the country...
No. Nigerian government don't see, they go to TIFF.
Oh, wow.
They go to TIFF. I've written a letter to the lady, what's her name? The new lady in the culture,
Aisha,
Madam Aisha, you know what I'm talking about, Minister of Culture, Arts and Culture.
Yeah, they've actually been merged to a different platform, but yes.
I've written to our office. I'm sure they've seen it. I've written to the guy, the commissioner, the film guy, who was an actor.
Ali Nuhu, right?
Ali Nuhu. Ali Nuhu.
Yeah, that's the National Film and Censor Board, right?
Film and Censor Board. Yeah. I've written to the Film and Censor Board is this other guy who took over from Alhaji Adedare Thomas, Shaib something, Okay. He's the Film and Censor Board, the film commissioner or whatever. He's the actor guy. I wrote invitation for him through AY film. What you call it? Armagery. A lot of them, about 10 of them, wrote invitation letter for. I've never met him before.
What was the
No, for them to, because they were supposed to attend for their film.
Okay.
You understand me?
Oh, okay.
Normally, you're supposed to buy your ticket and all that. I waive all that.
Wow.
You understand? Because we have to support each other. You know, I waive all that for 10 of them, I think 10 of them or so. I wrote for them. And
what of the National Council of Arts and Culture as well? Any form of interaction?
I don't know about
that was the one that had Runs Away on it before, but now I think it's Obiasika.
No, I've never heard of that one.
Okay.
I've never heard of that one. You know, so I wrote, like I said, I wrote invitation to them and all that stuff, just to show that what we are doing here, you understand, we have to support each other. Now you get into the power, the position, and you even responded on Instagram that, yes, you will check, but I didn't hear from you. But the next thing, you are in Holland, going to Netflix office, trying to get Netflix How you get Netflix to come back that was there?
Wow.
So if you lost Netflix and you lost Amazon, sorry, it's a sad story. You understand me? But the point here is that they need to understand that no matter how many times you go to these other festivals, you are only a guest there like the others. And you are not their primary target audience. It is the Hollywood. You understand me? You are just paying some bills for them.
Just filling up the seat.
For them. Yes, they will give you that some cameras is going to be there and all that stuff. But imagine you coming to a festival that is already established, that has the same quality, the same accreditation as TIFF. The same Canadian screen qualifying, telefilm qualifying festival as TIFF. We have that. And guess what? Nigeria is trying to do a co-treaty with Canada.
But we don't have that in existence.
We don't have that here. They're still working on it.
Okay.
Now, when that co-treaty completes,
that would change the game.
Yes, it will change the game, but it doesn't change the process. The process still, you need to have a film that is qualifying for the individual. It will change the game for the countries.
Okay.
But the process remains the same. Which means you need to have a film that's a qualified film festival, that your film has accepted your film. That's where we come in.
Oh,
wonderful.
And for those films that has gone through TIFF.
Mr. T, let me pick your brain. Can you just give us like 2 advantages of what that kind of co-treaty would bring to both Nigerians and Canadians when we have that treaty?
I mean, we need to have the treaty first. You understand me? Before we talk about what advantage. The advantage is that it helps with tax credit. You shoot here. You understand me? So when you file, you get rebates. You understand? So you have to collaborate with a Canadian production company, for example.
Okay.
My production company or your production company. That you collaborate, have a project, and we file the tax, and they give you a rebate, tax credit. You understand me? It goes both ways. So it helps to offset some of the production costs, and it opens a whole lot of stuff. Then it opens you for other opportunities, like getting your film into Canadian, like the CSA. You get your film into the CSA, it wins at the CSA. That's direct access to the Oscars for consideration for the Oscars.
Wow.
That's another route to go.
Okay. I mean, wonderful. So far, we've had such an interesting conversations, right? Super enlightening. To kind of round it up, there's a question we asked. So, how do we integrate? How do we put all these big powerhouses from the film, ones in Nigeria to your TINFF here in Canada, to Director C, who is an independent filmmaker, to everybody? How do we harness all these things to bring out something that that we can actually hold on to and say it is ours? Yes, that will give us a strong legacy and that will give us a strong backing.
In Canada?
I mean, that would benefit, as we speak, whatever we do is supposed to benefit both Canada.
No, I mean in Canada, in terms of region.
Yes. Okay, yes. Talk about here in Canada, then talk about Nigeria as well.
Yes. One, it has to be putting ego aside, swallow your pride. 2, you have to identify who your real audience or platform is. You see, there's where you go to explore market opportunity.
Okay.
But there's where you go to express your creative culture, creative skills, and creative talent. You go to Cannes. You go to MIP Cannes or London. You go to technically TIFF. For TIFF is maybe you get some Netflix and all that too. You see, they still compete.
Like
So you get it. But now they want to add the market so that it takes them to a different level, and that increases the money in the government. And mind you, the 3 years that they gave them 23 million ends this year. So next year they want to start their film market. So 23 million is going to increase because they want to add a market. That means they need more money. So that money is going to increase from the government. Okay.
They say they're a charity.
Yeah.
TIFF says they're a charity.
No, you're a charity, but you get grants to run this show. We get grants too. It depends. You understand me? We didn't get from television last year because we missed the application. We didn't get this year because they didn't fund us this year, but they fund IBDFF, the guild. It's okay. You understand me? That's fine. But that's the thing. You understand me? Because the so get me back again,
Yeah. Okay. So we're talking about how to integrate all these
Okay.
platforms.
Okay.
To ensure,
Yeah. So I say, TIFF is you have to know, you identify where you're going to.
Yeah, you said that.
Now Nigeria need to think, and Nollywood in particular need to think. If you Canada is a virgin land for the industry,
Okay.
and there's opportunity. There's a reason why we've been partnered with the city of Brampton. People have been going there, doing awards here and all, wanting the city of Brampton to be partners. But we got there, they became partner, they were partner with us with TINFF, and now we have Brampton International Nollywood Film Festival. There's a reason for that. You understand me? So Brampton is interested in Nollywood. You understand me?
Yeah.
So if we have a Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival and an extension, Brampton International Nollywood Film Festival, here already, what is stopping them to come invest and have their presence here? Half of that money that they spend at all these other big markets, they can just put it here and we make it big. And imagine we are celebrating culture here every year. That will, it takes the industry to a different level. The government will see the economic benefit that it brings, and the government will be forced to divert some of those money that they put towards Hollywood into Nollywood here. You see, the government is interested in what is happening here. They're not interested in sending their money out.
True.
You understand me?
True.
So if the government does that, that changes everything.
Yeah.
So it is in their hand. We have the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival and the Brampton International Nollywood Film Festival here. That is the only thing that has Nollywood here. They are both government accredited festivals. So they don't need to start doing it from the scratch. They already have
a platform.
They need to come invest here. The government need to come and look at it here. We have Canada, Netflix Canada. If they see the number, Netflix Canada will come. Netflix, Apple TV Canada will come. Amazon Canada will come. They all want to go to where it's happening.
Yeah.
But when you're chasing them, you'll be chasing them with a whole lot of other people.
Yeah.
But when they come to you, they want to listen to you. And you have leverage. Then you're able to release your films in cinemas across. Because the opportunity will be so vast.
Yes, it'll be so wide, right? Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
The government will invest in expanding what is already there, because the government will see the economic potential of what is doing. That increases the number of visas that they give, because when they see the economic potential, they see the data, they see how many people is coming, they know. When they see that, they increase the number of visas, because they say, okay, these people are coming and they are going and they're coming to invest here, and they will increase all that stuff. It is common sense. So, but when you go every year and you dress up and you go and take pictures at TIFF, you can go and do that.
So, Mr. TJ, like we're trying to round up. It's like we said, it's been a wonderful and very informative discussion so far. Okay, so like rounding up, tell us, how can we ensure that these big film houses in Nigeria, these big production houses, what can we do to make them come together? To ensure that we bring that one product that will stand us out and will make every other production, they can stand on it and say, hey, after Titanic was like a benchmark. They started doing some other movies. Then after that, I think they did Avatar. Those kind of things. But we don't even have one yet. So,
That's James Cameron now you're talking about. But yeah, but it all depends on which angle you're going. If you're talking about the Oscars, that's where you need to bring all these people. They need to.
Oh yes, that's what we're talking about.
They need to swallow their pride.
We don't have an Oscar.
They need to swallow their pride. You understand me? Like I said, Mo Abudu, she's doing an amazing job. We need Mo Abudu. We need Film One. We need Moses. Moses is no more with Film One. It has its production company Nile. And Moses is an amazing guy. You understand me? You see, I don't understand why they split.
That's
they needed Moses. No, Moses. Papa Tokwe.
Okay.
They should have found a way to fix whatever issue they had and stick together so that they can continue to grow. But they split. It's good. They expand, give more opportunity to filmmakers. So we need Moses on the table. We need Joy, Blue Picture. We need Kunle Afolayo, we need him.
Okay.
They all need to come together. And we are here. We're here too in Canada.
Yes.
You understand me? I am here. You have Lonzo here.
here
You have
too.
Catherine here.
Yeah,
You understand
and
me?
Director
Yeah,
Cynthia.
You know?
Christabel.
Yeah, you know. So we all need to come together and come up with something and swallow our pride and try to say have one focus. Because when you look at the films that goes through, you see so many production company. Everybody have their role they're playing.
Yeah.
You understand me? You see the credit. You can stay the credits rolling, still rolling, still rolling, like you are watching a short film.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So that's how much it takes to get something great. So let's have that thing like it's a national pride for us. Where, as a matter of fact, if you want to find ownership, let the government own it.
Wow.
That's okay too.
That's where everybody will chill out.
Yeah.
Let it be government owned it, so that when the government own it, that is a public property.
Yes, exactly.
You understand
I
me?
like that idea,
So that's where everybody will chill out. Everybody will swallow their pride. Okay, the government own it. When the government own it, it's a public property, which means it's for the public. You understand me?
No one person can say, "Hey, this is how it
Yes.
should be done."
You understand me? So that way, things will be done the right way, and we will achieve what we need to achieve. We just have to swallow our pride and be real to ourselves. Stop all those fakeness. Stop all those pretense. Stop all those self promotion. And yes, good to promote yourself for a different purpose, but when you want to grow the nation and you want to help, you have to be real.
Yeah.
to
Promote the
yourself.
purpose.
Yeah,
you know?
you have to be real to yourself, unless you just want to be yourself. What they're doing is all self. You understand? Everybody wants to be the one. Nobody wants to be the one that they've forgotten. Everybody wants to be the one. You have to do something to be there. Everybody checking on each other, what they're doing. I don't bother myself. I don't check on nobody. If I check, I can see what TIFF is doing. Oh, TIFF is doing this great. We have this idea. You understand me? Or the Real World is doing this great. Toronto Black Film Festival, Fabian, she's doing that amazing. You understand me? Be inspired by what they do, and come up with your own idea. And celebrate who needs to be celebrated. For example, we celebrated Fabian because she needed to be celebrated. She has done so many things for the Black community. She can't do it alone.
I see.
That's why I keep doing what I do for our organization. Some people don't even know. Some of the filmmakers, when they check me and they find out, oh, we found out you had found out the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival, they're shocked. You understand me? Because I don't go and tell you that. I go there and do my work, do what I need to do. You understand me? Do my contribution. This year we're going to celebrate Tonya Williams, the Real World Film Festival, the founder. She's an amazing lady. You understand me?
Wonderful.
We don't have to compete with each other. We have to uplift one another. So when you see somebody before you doing great things, acknowledge it, respect it, recognize it, and celebrate.
Well, on that wonderful note,
honestly,
I'd like to say thank you, Mr. TJ, for giving us time. I mean, you've given us quality time.
Yes,
You know.
And sorry, Mr. Chooks, even on that note, I would actually, especially, I think also because I have some sort of personal relationship with him, I would love to celebrate you yourself in this moment, in front of everybody watching. This man has done great. He has created much impact for, especially Nigerian filmmakers here in Canada these days. I hope we can see something, and like she said, she was inspired by him. So honestly, I'd love to give you your flowers here today. Like, you're an amazing person. I pray you continue doing what you're doing with more grace, more abundance, and more prosperity. Honestly, I just had one last question for you. Sorry,
Go ahead.
I would like you to advise like an upcoming, especially independent filmmaker that's Nigerian here in Canada.
Okay. I like to be general. I like diversity.
Okay.
So that's going to include Nigerian and non-Nigerian upcoming emerging filmmaker. Be true to yourself. Know what you want. If you're a filmmaker, master your craft. Don't settle. When the recognition start coming, don't let it get into your head. Let it be a motivation to the next thing. And always tell yourself, you are not there yet. You learn from every opportunity you find yourself. every set. Always look at the mistake you made, what you didn't do right. You will know. If you want to be true to yourself, you will know that I didn't do this, even though people like it. But you will know that you didn't do it right. Work on that and improve your craft and keep working. Don't settle. Like I said, I was working before I came here. When I leave here, I'm rushing back to go work because I need to prepare. I have so many things I'm doing. I have the festival coming. I just finished the CBS award. I have the festival coming. Then Being Black in Canada too is they're gonna start the next edition. You understand? Then TINFF I need 3 months minimum to get a film festival. I have 2 film festivals after IBDFF in May to run concurrently. So this year we have TINFF and BIMF the same time. So that's 2 different film festivals at the same time. I need 3 months to run 1 film festival. I'm running 2 film festivals the same time with that same amount of time.
I don't envy you now.
So when do you take a break? Because you're walking around the year.
Yeah. So, but what I'm doing this year is TINFF will be the last film festival or event that I'm doing.
Okay.
Before BIMF entered October, but September, that's it. So after that, I'm not doing anything. So, but what I want to do after that, if I have any production, it's going to be towards the end of the year. So October, November, December. So I'm going to have October, November, December. Then January, technically we are working for Black History Month and everything. The whole thing recycles, you know. But you see, the thing is this. When you are doing something, it's like a calling. Sometimes I ask myself, why am I doing these things? Am I crazy? Do I have to do it? But I am locked into it. I have to do it. You understand me?
Yeah.
And when you are called to do these things, they put in everything. I tell people, I have to sacrifice everything. Social life. You used to be in parties. You used to be in parties. There are a lot of parties I would like to go. That people will invite me. People don't invite me anymore, but I don't. But if you invite me, I'll come. You understand me? But I'm not soliciting parties.
Because I was going to invite you to one now.
I'm not soliciting parties, and I don't pay for event. So people attend my event.
Yes.
To attend TINFF minimum ticket is $150 for locals. Canada is 100. US and non-visa seeking people are $150.
Okay.
International visa seeking is 250, and then 350 for non-filmmakers and all those. That's Canadian, that's US dollars. You can see how expensive it is, you know. Yeah. But a lot of you guys come to my event for free, because I still create about 200 free tickets, free spot for you guys to come. Then when you invite me to your own event and you ask me to pay, I was like, are you dreaming? Are you dreaming? Someone went attended my event in this month on the 15th. He's sending me a link to an event that they have that is not because it's subsidized. So they have to pay the bill. They have to pay for it. I'm like, you were at my event for free. You understand me? So you're sending me something to pay? Are you dreaming? I just didn't bother myself. I didn't bother myself to reply. Well, at some point we have to be true to ourselves.
Yeah. So as we speak, the night edition is coming up, and page 6 will be there live.
Yes.
We'll be there live to cover the event with you.
So the trick. Let me tell you the trick to the trade.
Yeah. Okay.
Because this year is going to be tough. There's going to be security because I'm spending a whole lot of money. Just the venue alone for that gala. It's just 50,000 plus tax. I've not put AV and sound and all that stuff. That's a different price. Then we're not talking about the other things that comes with it.
And the Precious Award itself, you know.
The award. So you're looking at it's a lot of money. You understand me? It's going to be a control, because last year we stopped a lot of filmmakers who wanted to travel down to come in to buy because of venue capacity. This year, it's the same thing. We're going to have more people and all that. So what I'm saying to you guys is that you have to register as a media house.
Okay. Yes.
So rights apply as a media house. You're hearing, if you want to come in as a media house, unless you have a fee. If you have a fee, you still have to buy a ticket anyway. But a media house will let you pass, you know. So you just come in, we act like we don't see you.
So
You know,
Mr.
I mean,
TJ will
you
cut
guys-
this part out. They cannot hear this one.
No, it's okay, right? Let them know
This
this
one
part.
has
But
us.
they have to
This one has
we
us,
have to
yeah.
accredit you now. Not every
Yeah,
media
true.
house we accredit.
Yeah,
You understand me?
true, and we
We
appreciate
get a
that.
certain quota. Once we reach there, that's it. You
Yeah.
understand me?
Yeah.
You know, but they're going to be security.
Absolutely.
If I'm going to spend all that money, I'm going to invest in
Absolutely.
security to ensure. Because I don't want a situation whereby, like a year RMD came, we had to bring 4 tables. That's 40 people. So some people came, wouldn't have ticket, and just came and sit down on people's tables. You understand me? You
I
know,
see.
we're not going to have that happen
That
again.
won't happen,
Absolutely.
yeah. So, I mean, on that note, once more, we want to thank Mr. TJ for spending his time,
Yes.
over 2 hours of non-stop talking.
Yeah.
We truly appreciate.
Very
And
valuable.
yeah, Christabel.
Yeah, I'm just like lost for word. I feel like this episode really, I'm going to go home and do a lot of thinking. And Mr. TJ, you'll see me. I'm a film at TINFF for sure.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely be seeing you again at page 6. at TINFF
Don't
as
think
well.
too much. Just
Yes.
let it come to you.
Yes.
Don't think too much.
Absolutely.
People spend too much time trying to do things. Like I just did this Being Black, and there's this 2 filmmakers, they were spending so much, doing so much. I say, relax, you're doing a 7-minute film.
My man.
Just make it flow.
So,
Relax.
yeah.
And you spend so much, and then Fabian rejects it.
Mhm.
And then I have to come back to you and say, see what I was telling you? Just keep it simple.
Mm.
Tell the story.
Yo, for everyone listening out there, you have what he said. Just keep it simple. Tell the story.
Yeah.
And on page 6, it's in our DNA to keep it simple right here. And from all of us here on page 6, adios.
Great.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.